Daniela.
Miss Farrell, can't all these be the right answer?
Well, choose the best one. I was given this job when the last guy threatened a student with a stapler. Actually, they were desperate. I'm a geologist, but I hate rocks too. Alright, hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at a new AP argument prompt, but first we're just going to come up with some ideas verbally, so you can have a better idea of what you need to plan.
Miss Farrell, how should we time manage?
I don't know, plan for 2 or 3 or 20 minutes, then write for the rest.
Time management is for the weak, and according to Darwin's principle of survival of the fittest, those who do follow the method deserve to be killed off.
No, Dwight. God. These are not the principles we live by in the classroom. Miss Farrell named me class captain for a reason, and there are a lot of sayings that we live by. But towards racism, we say we live by something that Abraham Lincoln once said, which is, if you are racist, I will attack you with the North. Towards enemies, we say, if you need somewhere to stay, I'll give you my air mattress. If you need a job or money, I'll find you one. If you need a lover or a companion, I'll hook you up with my computer. For eHarmony, begin your love story today. And towards friendship, we say, make friends first, make essays second, and make opportunities for love third. In no particular order.
Alright, we're looking at a new AP argument prompt. I'm going to read it out loud to you before we discuss. In 1891, Irish author Oscar Wilde observed, "Disobedience, in the eyes of anyone who has read history, is man's original virtue. It is through disobedience that progress has been made. Through disobedience and through rebellion." Wilde claims that disobedience is a valuable human trait and that it promotes social progress. Write an essay that argues your position on the extent to which Wilde's claims are valid. Use appropriate examples from your reading, experience, or observations to support your argument.
No. Disobedience is horrible. No, it's not. It provides you opportunities to try new things, meet new people, and engage in other...
False! Disobedience is for people who are disloyal to everything and everyone. Would I ever leave this class? Look, I feel like part of the reason that's keeping me here is because of my loyalty. But if there was some other school that valued loyalty more highly, I'm going to go wherever they value loyalty the most.
I think by disobedience he was maybe talking about the challenging of established ideas, like Galileo.
What? How on earth does that relate to the prompt, Oscar? All Galileo did was draw constellations.
Yeah, but disobedience is still bad. Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal, so bad.
Disobedience is unnecessary and only for Marxists.
Stop all this political talk. We came here to talk about the prompt.
This can relate to the topic, Michael.
That's not what they're asking.
Actually, I agree with Angela. I think that this is a broad topic and I want us to draw from different instances in history and the current events.
False! Disobedience is for those who cheat and steal, and they should be punished accordingly.
I agree.
I think disobedience can be a good thing. If it weren't for disobedience, we would still have segregation in schools and the Jim Crow laws.
Yes, disobedience is only beneficial when racism is involved. Yeah, Jim, we're one big old melting pot, one big family.
I think it's beneficial in other examples. Oscar mentioned the world of science, so what about the women's suffrage movement? If it weren't for rallies and protests, women still wouldn't have rights.
It's not like they need them anyway.
What?
I think Pam is right. If it weren't for women walking down naked and yelling down the streets, they wouldn't have rights.
No, Michael, that just...
We need more exposure. We need more skin. In that case, we need to get things moving and get things stirring, like a melting pot.
Britain didn't only have braless protests. They had multiple other events, like the Seneca Falls Convention.
Not a real place.
Yeah, it was. It's in New York.
Okay, whatever you say, Pam, if it exists in your imagination, I guess it exists in reality. We had a discussion today. Farrell made a huge mistake for bringing it up. It made us divided. It divided us like North and South Korea, like Ike and Tina Turner, like Toby and his wife. Anyway, I didn't really like the prompt. I think that we should always have the same opinions and same ideas. And that's what allows us to progress in society. Being homogeneousness.
Homogeneous.
Homogenocide. Oh my gosh.
Michael?
Nope,
Michael?
nope, not right. Okay, everybody circle up 5 minutes.
Michael, we can't keep having meetings.
No, this,
Michael, I have a lot of work to get done before
stop,
3.
stop. This is extremely important. This is for the love of humanity, for the sake of mankind. Today was not a good day for me. In the morning I burned my foot on my forming grill.
That was 5 months ago.
No, Dwight, if you had let me finish, I would have said that I burned my foot on my forming grill 5 months ago. And today I took a jog.
You don't jog.
And God, Dwight, can't you just let me finish? I was going to say that I blistered that area.
Can I take a look at your foot?
No, Dwight. Let me
Michael, you
just
should let me
no.
look at it.
Let me
I'm
just
safety officer.
no.
Michael.
Let me just finish listing my bad morning. So after I burnt my foot and blistered the area, I burnt my toast.
Whole wheat or
and-
white? White burns
Dw-
quicker.
Dwight,
It's worse
stop,
for you.
stop,
Michael,
Dwight,
you shouldn't be
Dwight.
eating white toast.
Dwight, just leave. God.
Okay,
Dwight.
I'll be back to look at your foot. Do we have butter in the fridge?
No, I don't know,
I'll
Dwight.
check. I'll be back.
Some people are. So after I ate my toast, my burnt toast, I read something that made me spit it out. This is horrible. So take one copy and pass it down. As you guys can see or read, the title says, "Let them eat dog." How bad has society become that we started eating dogs? This author even included a recipe.
What? This is so messed up. So messed up. Who can even? Ugh.
Dogs are unsanitary and disgusting creatures. Why should we care?
Michael, I think this is a satirical piece.
No, Pam, that's not what it is at all.
Michael, do you even know what satire is?
It.
Michael, this isn't actually talking about eating dogs. It's satirizing how people are repulsed by the eating of dog, but totally disregard the killing and eating of other animals, like pigs.
No, pigs are meant to be eaten. Dogs, however, are meant to be played with. They're a man's best friend.
That's exactly what the author is talking about.
No, Oscar, that's not at all what the.
Yes, it is.
Okay. What's the issue? I think I can handle it.
It's not actually talking about eating dogs. It's a satire.
What's satire?
It's like making a point indirectly, not really serious, like our relationship.
Anyway, pigs and cows are meant to be eaten, and they're okay to be killed. People give them antibiotics before they die, so they don't feel anything.
But Michael, they're still being killed.
I cannot stand this. They're all too cute to be murdered. I mean, murder is just like not okay. It's on the top 24 most feared list, just like Taylor Swift on the Ellen Show.
Quick fact. When killing a cow, it's best not to give it antibiotics because it deposits too much fecal matter when being slaughtered. Once, Mose took antibiotics and he wouldn't leave the toilet for 2 days.
The Schrutes have many animals on their farm. Chicken, cow, pig, mongoose. However, we do experiment with other animals. I've yet to try a dog, but I believe if seasoned correctly, any animal can taste heavenly. Even muskrats.
Picture this. How would you feel if your dog was slaughtered to be sold to some Asian market?
Okay, hold on. I don't have a dog, but that's offensive. I have a bunch of Asian friends that all they eat is celery and water.
Angela, what about you?
I hate dogs.
Oh my. Toby, what about you?
I actually.
No, we didn't ask for a paragraph. We just asked for would you kill your dog and eat it?
No, but that's besides.
No, nobody wants to hear you talk. We just asked for a simple response.
Wait, Michael, what if you had a pig as a pet? Would you still eat it?
Yeah, I always have my Foreman grill in the trunk of my car. I'm always prepared.
No, but like seriously.
Yeah, I love bacon.
What about you, Dwight?
No.
Thank you.
I would have to harvest the organs first and preserve them in oil for exactly 3 days. Then I would skin the animal, storing the feet. Then I would dry it out for exactly a year. Perfect process for the perfect jerky.
That's disgusting, Dwight.
Come on, we're trying to make a point here.
Guys, hold on. I think I have an idea. Let's do this.
Jim, we can't just waste time like this. Cute pig. He's trying to drink the water. That's so cute.
So now, would you eat a pig?
No.
Thank you.
But that one was plump and cute. Hot, that's what she said.
So Michael, are you saying that you would only eat bacon from deformed pigs?
Yes, no.
Okay, close your eyes. Imagine a cute pig, or a cute cow. Imagine it side by side a dog. Both cute, right? Now imagine it getting slaughtered. Would you support that for any animal?
No.
Thank you.
So this summer I read In Cold Blood, or I read the synopsis and watched the movie, but that doesn't really matter. What does matter is that I'm going to be encouraging reading today by playing a little game I've planned. Okay, everybody listen up. Today I have a little game prepared, a very educational game. I think it'll be fun because you can one day play this with your children, your spouses, your old elementary teachers. Okay, so let's start. This has a character on it. Please place it on your forehead. And you guys will be taking turns with the character.
We don't even know these characters.
Well, that's the fun part. You know what they say, you never know until you try. Love is all about the journey. Yin and yang, right?
From the show Phineas and Ferb,
really fat.
it's the character that looks like a mix of Sherlock Holmes and a beaver.
Yes.
Harry?
Yes. Alright, now give me something easy so I can get it.
Come on. No, do something. Okay, just go.
Alright.
Come on, let's get this.
Okay, so you're a green monster with bolts, and a lot of kids dress up as you on Halloween.
The monster.
No, it was Frankenstein.
No, you dumb idiot. Frankenstein is the creator, not the monster. And the monster isn't green.
The first one was a girl.
Beth, he's a noble warrior.
Okay. He's a noble warrior, Thane of Cawdor, Thane of Glamis.
King Arthur, David and Goliath, Jesus,
No. Your favorite restaurant, but the first half of the word.
McDonald's, Mick,
Okay, and then the place where you sleep.
And then,
the toilet.
yes.
No.
Okay, I'll do yours.
Okay. Phil.
And if you really
Uh,
try to
pants.
get it done,
It's something
not-
you like.
Shoes. Socks.
A male reproductive organ.
15 orders, please. Yeah. So I just scheduled a class field trip. That's not why I was on the phone. I was talking to a hot dog vendor. But tensions have been rising in the classroom. A lot of people are getting tense because the AP test is approaching. So I thought that it'd be great if we had a stress reliever and took a quick or long class field trip.
Am I excited for this trip? Let me put it this way. If I were stranded on an island with 50 people, I would use 25 of them for food, and I would place the other 24 into a rigorous 2-week survival program. I highly expect Kevin to be used for food if that's what it comes to. Michael? Michael, over here! Michael, no, this way, Michael! Oh, is that Blueberry?
Yeah, have you heard of carb load? Well, people normally do it the night before. I'm doing it 10 minutes before, so I have even more energy. Oh, Oscar! My favorite Latino! Yay!
Hey, Michael.
Mariachi!
Dwight.
Hey, Oscar. Michael, I don't understand why we had to bring the gay on the class field trip. Don't you think he's not cut out for the wilderness?
He's Latino. He can survive anything.
Guys, I'm right here. Why did I agree to come on the field trip today? I don't really know, but I've been kind of stressed with the AP test upcoming, so I figured it couldn't hurt. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? Right?
Yeah, so I don't.
Hi guys.
Oh, you're in charge of supplies.
I'm currently getting my cats castrated today, so I just want to experience something more painful than that to get my mind off of their pain.
So we're just gonna wait for a few more minutes. Let's go.
Wait, shouldn't we wait for Toby?
Let that be the first lesson for you peasants. Never question your superiors, aka your class captain and your assistant captain.
Nope. Assistant to the captain. As you can see here, this is a very nutritional meal. Try one.
Michael,
Everybody take one.
that's poison ivy.
Michael, do you even know where you're going? I'm pretty sure we passed this tree like 4 times.
Yes, I do know where we're going. I know exactly where we're going. I'm just taking the longest path possible so that we can relieve as much stress as we can.
Michael, there's not even reception here. How am I supposed to update on Tom Hiddleston and Taylor Swift's relationship?
Okay, everybody stop. Have any of you read Lord of the Flies?
Yeah, we all read that book. We had to write an essay about how the boys descended into savagery. It was a horrible scenario.
Well, did you think it would have happened the same way if they had listened to the person with the conch?
Michael, they tried that. It didn't work.
Well, they were kids. We're adults.
Actually, Michael...
No. I'm the leader now. No more questions. We gotta continue on our trip.
I agree. Pam's probably not thinking straight because of all the estrogen in her system, Michael.
Yeah.
Was I lost? Yes. 100%. But was I going to tell my classmates that? No. I'm kind of like the big brother or the big father around the classroom, and they look up to me so much I couldn't let them down. You know what they say, true heroes have no flaws. Stop. Oh my. So you can learn a lot about the people who were once here, like the Skippy can. This is a sad love story about 2 gay men who were punished, castrated.
Michael, I've had enough of this. We are lost and you are in denial. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Just come with me if you want to go.
It was only a matter of time before the pressures of the wilderness divided us. Now that we're 2 separate tribes competing for limited resources, we must hunt or be hunted.
I used to be a Boy Scout, so I'm pretty sure I have things under control. I memorized the trail on our way in. I would have gotten my Eagle Scout if the old lady would have let me help her cross the street without pepper spraying me.
Dwight, I had no idea where I was going.
Michael, I think everyone knew that.
You know what? I imagined a nice lake around that area with some nice
These
tropical
woods are
trees.
too small. There's no way there's a lake.
You know what? Sorry for imagining, okay?
Michael, I can get us back home. I've been safety officer of this class for 5 years. But if I do it, I want assistant captain.
I don't know if I can do that.
And as assistant captain, I have a few requests. I want a 15% increase in pay, and I want 10 extra minutes during my lunch break to floss my teeth.
I can show you how to get snacks out of the vending machine for free.
I'll take it. Let's go.
You see this hole? Maybe a baby fell down it one time. And maybe that baby's still crying for help. Sort of like our employees. They're crying for help right now, at this very moment. We need to renegotiate, and
Michael, what are you
this
doing?
this
Michael.
doesn't mean anything.
Michael, what are you doing? Michael, pick up the conch.
No,
Michael,
I'm
you're their
done with it.
superior.
We
Don't
have
stoop
to-
to their level.
We have to negotiate on a peaceful level. We can't do anything, okay? Dwight, don't do anything.
Sure, sure.
So I have some plans for renegotiating. I think that if we come to a verbal consensus, it'll be best for the whole group.
Yeah, I agree.
Jim, are we almost out of here? You're almost as bad as Michael.
Angela, don't worry. I recognize this part. We're almost out.
Honestly, we gotta get.
So overall, it was a pretty successful day.